rotating an injured or crippled bait fish. So we don't want to, if we're fishing in the Gulf, they want it to be running nice and straight. But you know, in the Great Lakes, you want it to have just kind of a slow roll, like it's an injured minnow. And obviously each smelt is a different length, so how you compensate so you can bend the smelt is you take some Dacron and put your stinger hook on, and then you adjust the length of the smelt by how many times you go around the hook until you get this bend. And now when we put that in the water, it'll just slowly go around in a circle. Not knowing now how long the smelt is coming out of the cooler, we've got this pulled out, and then I'll adjust the length of the stinger hook to how big or how small the bait is. So the front hook goes through the bottom lip, kind of up between the eyes. And then you adjust the length by wrapping that around the shank of the first hook. Fine tune it a little bit. And we'll see what it looks like.
Captain Steve got the spin of the smelt spinning exactly right. Hooked into my first Laker. Not too bad.
Hi folks, we're out fishing with Greg Bamanick and his boat Powerful Magic, owner of Dr. Juice. And although the boat's fully equipped, it's got up speed, down speed, all around speed on all the electronics. Some old school techniques would be, we're fishing with a wire rod with a 1 pound weight, and we've got a rotating flasher on it. But our surface speed is always different than our bottom speed or wherever the bait is actively fishing at. So if we're going, say, north and we got a southbound current, your speed on the electronics really has no value, but what we're watching for is the throbbing action on that rod. So when we get a bite, one of the things, you know, back when I started fishing on Lake Superior, we didn't have all that electronics, so you went to the old school techniques and you'd look at the speed of the rod, how it's acting, and we could be going the same RPM the other direction, and if we got a 2 mile an hour current, we'd have to adjust our speed, of course, so we've got the same action there. And it's just one of the old school hints or tips that may come in handy when fishing is a little slow. Another, when you're using a wire rod though, it's probably the most important thing is when you're putting it down. A lot of people will just open it up, put it in free spool, and just let the line out. And when you're doing that, you never know when a fish is biting when it's going out, and you'll never really realize if you're going to get a tangle when you're dropping this down. So what you want to do is keep your thumb on the spool, let the line out and the up, tighten your thumb, and then drop it back down slow. And a lot of times when you're letting that wire rod out is when you're going to get the bite. Is let the line up and then lock it up and then let it down real slow. Then if you have the misfortune of snagging one of these other rods and, you know, tangle, you'll know it right away before you get so much line out there that it's a tangle that, you know, is going to require scissors instead of, you know, being able to salvage the equipment you have. Typically when we're fishing meat on the bottom rig, you always want to put your rotators on the release closest to the downrigger weight, and then you want to be at least 15 feet of separation between the bottom meat line and your stacked rod, which you can stack meat, but you get a few more tangles. But you need to put a few spoons in the water sometime just to test the water. So I think today we've had the same amount of bites on baits as we have had on artificial. So he gets into a temperature of water he really doesn't like, he'll become a little more active. That's when you just want to be gentle with him. Try not to show the fish how strong you are, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone. Okay, that's alright. You're a member of the LDR club now, long distance release. Water. Okay, start to back up. Slow, everything in slow. Okay, just lift the rod up in the air real slow for me. Good job. Okay, stop reeling, stop reeling.